You must scare the person nearly to death, build the list of scariness, and develop each point. Using a person's anxieties and insecurities requires less drama. Don't do it halfway or don't hold back. Fear should be piled on and made as dramatic as possible. There's two questions there. Why are you someone I should listen to, and why should I listen to you about this specifically? This is not a place to be modest. Use everything that you've got. Your prospect has a list of things he or she doesn't want your solution to be. Like the not list is always a way of allaying objections. This is especially useful when you're staying blind and do not want to reveal exactly what the product is, or wish to delay it to build up.
The number one reason why most businesses fail is because they can't write convincing enough sales letters to actually get people to buy from them. In this series, I'll dive into the nuts and bolts of copywriting and show you 19 tips on how you can write infinitely better copies. These tips are tried and tested secrets I've stolen from Dan Kennedy, the famous millionaire maker and copywriting master. These secrets lie in most people's blind spots. You'll probably never notice them unless I point them out to you. But once you're aware of them, it will be like a light bulb going off in your head, and you'll never look at copywriting the same way. So take notes, and when you write your next sales copy, try implementing these tips. Make sure you stick around to the very end, as I've kept the most game-changing strategies for the finale.
Bypass categorization. The big idea makes the prospect want to lean in and learn more. A prospect can't know what it is ahead of time, because if they do, they're already now deciding whether they're going to interested or not before they've read the sales letter. So you're always at a weight disadvantage, which is why you generally hide it. The belief in secrets and the desire to be let in on what has been secret is one of the most powerful of all buying motives, easily manipulated by the copywriter. People need to believe that their problems are the result of secrets kept from them and conspiracies against them. The alternative is to admit to responsibility and fault. People must believe that their problems stem from some secret that they don't know, preferably kept from them by some conspiracy that, if they found out, would resolve their problems. The secret is the hope. We are in search of hope. We live for hope because the alternative is unacceptable. Fear and anxiety. In many cases, it's easier to fear sell than to benefit. Fear has a tendency to move people the fastest. Find your fear statement, the one thing that can scare people into response. You may be one diet away from a massive heart attack. You may be one diet away from developing diabetes. If you're going to do fear, don't do it halfway or don't hold back. You must go for the jugular, go all the way. Fear should be piled on and made as dramatic as possible. You must scare the person nearly to death, build the list of scariness, and develop each point. Using a person's anxieties and insecurities requires less drama and is more in keeping with the Robert Collier principle of entering the conversation already occurring in their mind. You have to remove blame from the prospect. If they've tried and failed, you have to make it clear to them that it wasn't their fault, so that then they know they can still solve the problem, that it wasn't them, it's really the method, right? Or a secret wasn't told, or something. If you've tried to diet after diet, still unable to lose weight, it's not your fault. If you tried and tried to lose weight but haven't, do not blame yourself. People are always searching for ways to get off the hook for their problems. You have to put the blame on someone else other than them. Telling the prospect what the product isn't is a reliable, successfully used copywriting technique. This is especially useful when you're staying blind and do not want to reveal exactly what the product is, or wish to delay it to build up response. The not list is always a way of allaying objections. Your prospect has a list of things he or she doesn't want your solution to be. Like, another way to use the what is not approach is via a without. That is, build your next multi-million-dollar funnel or online business without buying another course, without joining a coach, without could be another interesting way. Social proof videos are the fastest way to assert authority and credibility online. You got to establish who you are, why you're here early in the conversation. There's two questions there. Why are you someone I should listen to, and why should I listen to you about this specifically? This is not a place to be modest. Use everything that you've got. There are really clever ways to introduce authority, introduce credibility without necessarily being as over the top about it. There is a proper way to do this, and there's a wrong way to do this. And when it's done wrong, it can be offensive and be a major turnoff. The biggest mistake most people make is that they start to write too soon. Do the research first. If you are writing sales letters or writing sales pieces by just jumping on and writing it with no pre-thought or just a little thought, odds are you are sacrificing conversions. You got to be on top of what everyone else is doing. And competitive research is very important. Comparables. It's not only like direct competitors, right? It's anyone that is selling to that target market, the same target market as you, something else revolved around what it is you offer. Back when I had my hypnosis centers, right, the comparables for that were plastic surgeons, one-on-one fitness, right, timeshares, anyone trying to get people to come in for a free consultation. Timeshares and free consultations, because that's how we sold. We got people to come into our office for a screening, but understanding what timeshares did to get people in for a meeting, I could use and study and get ideas from for my business. Answer all the ads in these areas so you can see what their sales letters look like, their incentives, their bonuses, their premiums, etc.
If you want to learn the next tips and tricks in copywriting, click on to watch the next part. Copywriting secrets. Write better sales copy without even trying part 2. Or if you are curious about other marketing strategies, you can check out my previous video, 9 secret online marketing strategies stolen from top industry experts. Dive in and discover tools from top marketing experts that could transform your business overnight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights to higher profits and beyond.